Just in case you're wondering the difference between a 4S Kraton and an 8S Kraton, it's not significant. It's just a little bit different. But today we're here to run the 4S Kraton out here at our normal bass spot. So let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. That's right, got the 4S Kraton out here today. Having a little fun. I really do enjoy this car. But unfortunately, the thing that makes this unique is that center diff is also kind of its downfall to me. Look at that thing. Oh, I think that just took over from the Outcast as the longest wheelie ever. But yeah, if you don't know, for some reason, only on this, as far as I know, I mean, I got several models that have like this chassis here, but right here, the spur gear and all this is open. And the gear case in there is sealed. It's a sealed module. And you have that one way for the dirt. And every time I drive this thing, it's packed with dirt. But look, I mean, I don't know who worked at ARM. I figured this was did you guys not test this thing to see if that was not a good idea? But and it's all around the ring and pinion gear, so I love the RC, but I don't think I'm gonna just try to avoid dirt with this thing as much as possible. Maybe grass like this. Oh, but that's about it. Oh, come on. Oh, saved it. Oh, I gotta get used to jumping this thing. Wow, I'm like, this thing really likes to launch the back. Maybe I need to loosen those springs up some, probably. It makes it great for wheelies, but oh, this has a stupid clips. Maybe if I just take one clip out here. It's got a small one. All right, so I took those two out. It's probably gonna affect the wheelie now, maybe. No, still wheelies. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so far that was an improvement. Oh, that was on me. I throttled it. I shouldn't have made any correction. It's still wanting to kick that back end up, but seems a little better controlled now. But yeah, you know, unfortunately with this thing, with that gearbox, it just, and I told the guys, talking to one guy at Armageddon, I said, can I just give you a product input, man? I was like, I really love my Kraton 4S, but I said, I dread running it. I said, I dread having an RC that every time I run it, I gotta take it back and disassemble it. I said, because that gear case just, it packs up with dirt. I said, I don't understand how nobody found that. I told him, I said, I got this thing, you know, there was no fluid in the center diff. It was really low and it wouldn't wheelie. The front tires were ballooning, so I immediately after the first run went to open the center diff to investigate. Found it packed full of dirt. And I also found the bearings were totally shot. You know, I could be wrong, but I swear this is steeper than it's been. And there's a tire, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. But it sure does seem like this is. I seriously doubt a 4S would clear this. I'm not even gonna try. I just don't. I believe I can fly. Ooh. Oh. Well, thankfully I got those roof rails from Garage Life RC on that. Some reason ARMA only puts them on the 6S stuff, or the 8S. Check it out. That's the dangers of launching stuff over these hills like this, because I can't see it. I've heard people say these chassis are weak, and they I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think. Oh boy, if it didn't break on that, if it didn't break that time. You know, I could almost clear it, man. I don't know, man. Maybe if I like a really good running shot. It did clear it. Not the prettiest. I'll be damned. That is the first 4S I've ever had clear this thing. Ooh. Man, that was like right on the wheelie bar. All right, that's enough of that. Oh man, before I really break something. Holy. Wow. I'm impressed. I didn't think anything for us would clear this. See, that's my problem right there, is that it's doing a wheelie when it's coming. Dude, it landed right here. That is impressive. Does sound a little weird now, though. Oh, don't run it in the dirt. I bet you something broke, partially. Something sounds weird. Oh no! Almost. The only thing I don't like is when something like that happens, everybody be like, oh, it's this, it's that, you know, or you need to do this to prevent. Guys, calm down. Let me get it home and figure it out. But I mean, it's working. And I pulled the body off and I checked the center drive shaft just to see if like that bearing or anything moved. And no, it didn't. I had the Hot Racing metal drive shaft in there, so I don't have that plastic one. Every one of these platforms here, every car I got that has this, I got the Hot Racing in there. So don't worry. This one's a little hard to control in the air, I'll give it that. It's kind of little, it just kind of wants to stand up. Normally, you know, ARMA's kind of always nose down. Guess that would help if I actually hit the ramp. Yeah. What I'm thinking, it looks like this one U-joint back here, looks like it wobbles quite a bit. this one. Definitely making a weird noise. Ah, look at that. Just making it like it's something's rubbing. I don't know, I'll get it back and we'll put it on the workbench and take that gear case open. Maybe I could have chipped the spur or the pinion. That is a possibility. Just as long as I get through this run, I'll be good. There we go, man. You know, sometimes you haven't used the car in a while. You kind of gotta get that feel for it again. Ooh. Oops. As soon as I say that, what I do, I freaking nose plant it. Ah. But oh man, dude, I'm impressed. I forget, I measured that and I believe it's like around like 42 feet, that valley there. And I remember trying to jump it in the Kagama. I didn't have a 6S battery, I only had a 4S, so I ran it out there on a 4S and it didn't make it. Came out here with a 6S now, I cleared it no problem. But I've had some 6S's I just don't even begin to think would clear that. Ooh, I'm definitely torture testing this poor truck today. I just said, oh, I got the feel for it, and then here I well, I mean, durability wise, like I said, one of the biggest complaints people talked about with like this chassis braking. Now this is redesigned from the initial one. You got these extra support gussets here. You got this X, which hopefully you can see, this V and that. So, and I did replace the servo saver. You can see that red there, but it's still every RC, the steering's so sloppy in it. I'll tell you what, man, I just got done wrestling that big dry shaft into the RV. My back is, it's days like this I really appreciate the 4S stuff, man. The power this thing has, it just, the power, like I said, and it, you know, it's pretty lightweight, it's pretty small form factor. You know, the 8S, I'm probably gonna finish my finish my back off trying to load that bag in the car. Oops. I was like misaligned. I tried to get out of it, but there was no way I could stop. Whoa! Oh man! Well, I did 2 backflips. I just didn't land it very well, so I did a double backflip. That was, and that's another thing I get asked a lot, is what this ramp is. And it's by KCRC in Canada. It is the 48-inch, I believe. Oh, why did I even try that? I had no speed. But the nice thing is, you know, you really don't need a whole lot of speed to get some elevation on this ramp. What do they sell? I believe they sell 24, 48, and 36. So it's basically like 2, 3, and 4 foot or something. Oh no, I think this is the 3 foot. Yeah, so they sell like 2, 3. Oh yeah. Man, dude, this thing is really touchy. That's what's getting me in trouble. I'm thinking too much of the damn ramp, not concentrating on my driving. Well, anyhow, this is the middle ramp. I believe it's 3 feet. Yeah, because the X-Max is 2 feet wide. It's like 24, so I was like, there ain't no way I could go 24 and it would be, and I didn't want to go with the even larger one because of my car. I put that in my car, and basically I discussed this in one other video, but you know, like when I had the 8S, I have enough room to put the ramp in there and put the 8S in front of that. So we have no voltage. Just the battery came undone. That's the first. I don't think I've ever had a battery undo. Oh yeah, it did. It came undone. I guess I should have strapped it underneath there, but I'm pretty sure that big jump from earlier didn't help. All the tumbling I've done. See all the, this ain't even that bad, but see this case, the center diff is in here, and then with that gear underneath there, all this packs up with dirt in here. So if you have one, you don't believe me, go ahead and pop this thing out and check. You'd probably be shocked to see. I went through 2 sets of bearings from AMAIN. I had to get some from another company, and hopefully they'll hold up better to being submerged in dirt. See, AMAIN, this is the problem when you get old. You can't find the hole. Oh God, my back. But yeah, I love the RC. I just hate the maintenance in it. Just why I don't run it that much. Why I don't see it that much on the channel. In other words, this might be one of my favorites. Besides the 6S, man, I really love the 6S Kraton. Alright, man, I'm just gonna hit a few more jumps. We'll do a little ground running, and then we'll wrap this up, man. I hope you enjoyed watching. Come out here. You know, sometimes when you do this for like YouTube, you kind of, I'm not gonna say it's not fun, but sometimes, you know, you kind of, there's a bit of fun taking. When I get a brand new RC, I just want to rip it out of the box and go drive it. But you know, then we gotta film the unbox video somewhat, or go through it. I want to show you the RC in pristine condition, and then like when I do a driving, I want to show you kind of like what it's like to drive it out of the box, like with no experience. You know, some of the YouTubers that get their stuff early, you know, they got a couple weeks before the product's released, and they got plenty of time to go out there and practice with it. So when they do make a video, they look pretty good. Like if I would have had a couple weeks or something with the Kagama, I could have got used to how touchy that is, and I probably would have had a better video. Plus, like the shock brace that I broke, I could have had it fixed and back in time for the video. So all right, one more jump on the ramp. Good, nailed it. Well, like I said, sometimes it gets to be much, but come out here, do these running videos is fun. It really doesn't actually take that much to throw the GoPro up here. I mean, yeah, I still gotta go back and edit and oh no. Am I gonna be lucky enough to be one of those lucky ones to actually find that damn nut? Oh man, I can't say that's the first time that's happened, but oh man, you know, I've had this thing a while. I kind of gave up. You know, when I'm brand new, I always check, make sure everything's good, and this one I've had for a while, so I haven't been, I guess, lesson learned. I guess you always need to keep an eye on that stuff. Well, I'll check back in with you, see if I find it. Ooh, look at that. Not too far. I mean, saw the wheel come off here at the hill. Huh. Whew. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You know, like that old American Express ad, don't leave home without it. Don't leave home without your wheel wrench. Yeah, that's tight. That's a little loose. That one's a little loose too. Damn, I got one there for the 8S. Get one for Traxxas. Because I use that weird. Funny, so one guy did a video on this car. Man, that thing's like a $4,000 car. He talked about it had like 5 lug nuts. First off, I think that's a pain. But, dude, that's freaking impressive. Look at the size of this thing on here. Gotta hydrate. Gotta have it. Man, the 4S Kraton. They also had the Outcast in 4S. It's just a little bit short of a wheelbase, but interestingly enough, according to the owner's manual, the battery tray is longer. I don't even know how that's possible. Ooh. Oh man, this is a good car. You know, I wouldn't deter anybody from buying it. It's just be aware that that center diff's gonna pack up with dirt. Like I said, I asked Arm about it. I'm like, why would you put a center diff enclosed in the case like that? Normally center diffs are out in the open. I mean, I understand the modular design of what they did here, but what's happening is with that diff, for whatever reason, it's just packing up full of dirt. Uh-oh. Oh, I think the battery's about had it. Oh, please come back. Oh yeah, she's in low voltage. Yeah, unfortunately this thing doesn't backlight. I know there's a big complaint with people, but maybe you can see it. But see, the motor's only at 140 and we got 14 volts. So yeah, it's a had it. All right, everyone, hope you enjoy watching the 4S Kraton run. Like I was saying, I won't deter anybody from getting it. It really is a good vehicle. It is obviously very, very durable. My issue is just with the amount of dirt that gets caked in. So depending on your terrain, it might not be that big of an issue. You know, here, Florida, we have a lot of sand. This is just very, very fine stuff. So it's a problem for us here. So maybe if you have a heavier dirt, it might not be a problem. I don't know. I can't speak for that. I can just say here we have a very fine sandy type soil. You can see when I'm driving, like the poofs of dirt. It's kind of like a sand clay mix. So that clay gets in there and what really sticks to all the parts. It comes up with the sand or whatever. But other than that, man, it's a great RC. I can't complain about anything other than the dirt buildup in the gear case. But I hope you enjoyed. Just having a fun time out here. Got the KC ramp set up, did some jumps, and I just totally blown away with this thing. Just cleared that. It really makes me wonder if they didn't build up that mound, but I don't see how. I don't see anything disturbed where they pushed more dirt in there. But the 4S, first one to clear the Valley of Doom. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one.